Hey friends, if you've tried to create change in your life, whether it's with your health, your habits, patterns, finances, or even relationships, and you can see the goal clearly, but you keep bumping into some invisible wall, you are not alone. Most people think that creating change requires a lot of stress, striving, and white-knuckling it. But what if there are what I call invisible blockages that when you clear them, it can make change feel smooth and flowing and even peaceful? The issue isn't that you don't have enough willpower. That's a big one. Or that you're somehow weak when it comes to creating something new. The issue is that there's a gap between the change you want to make and the way you see yourself. So lasting change is an inside job before it ever becomes an external action. And so here's what I've found actually works and what I teach my clients and in my programs. So you can think of change like a recipe with a few really key ingredients. The first ingredient is an emotional shift. So for example, you want to lose weight, but you feel fear or dread around what it will actually take, or there's like this anxiety about what success might mean, then there's a conflict between what you want and what you feel, and that conflict will keep you stuck. The second ingredient is what I call an identity shift. So a good example of this comes from my own life. Early on, I absorbed the belief that I simply wasn't built to be an exercise person. And I can trace it back to a single memory from around age 9. And from that day forward, exercise felt heavy and hard and something to be dreaded. But once I worked through this process that I'm going to share with you, I began to see myself as an athlete. And now I crave exercise instead of avoiding it. So these are just 2 of the 5 elements in a process that I've distilled together called the vibes process. So it's we're bringing good vibes into this creating change thing. And vibes is an acronym that stands for vision, identity, blockage, energy, and strategy. And together, these 5 ingredients create the conditions for change that actually sticks. So if you want to go deeper, you will want to join the tier 2 of the core community. We're in the middle of what I call the transformation program, and we're going through this vibes process right now. So it's never too late to join. Join whenever you can. Everything is recorded and get access to it whenever. And coming up this week, you get access to not just 1, but 2 new EFT tapping meditations that give you a clear daily practice so you can shift from stress and striving and stuckness into change that feels light and peaceful and flowing.